would you like to lose weight in the safest and most efficient way possible? I have lost over 20 pounds without a trainer and without taking any kind of medication or having any type of surgery. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 tips on how you can do the exact same thing and lose weight in a safe and efficient way. My name is Mia Misdria, and I'm a serial entrepreneur who loves God and who loves helping people. Let's hop straight into the video. The number one thing that you should do in your journey of weight loss is to not take diet pills. So many people get caught up in the whole phenomenon of diet pills and wanting to lose weight quickly. But in the long run, that can be very hazardous to your health. And so I've never taken that route. I've never gone in that direction where I've taken diet pills. And I would not recommend that for anybody. I know people who have taken them, but I personally don't feel like that's something that's necessary. Just because there are natural ways to lose weight that will never cause harm to you, and it won't affect any of your other organs. The issue with taking diet pills is that on one end you're losing weight, but on the other end you could be damaging other organs in your body, which in the long run is not worth it. Change your diet. Of course, we all know, oh, let's just start eating salads, let's start eating vegetables and things like that. But I really feel like changing your diet is more of educating yourself on foods. What I found was that I was so ignorant about food. Like I had no idea what types of food would work for me and my body, what's good for me and what's not good for me. I recently was a part of this program, and it was very educational on nutrition. And I feel like nutrition is something that we don't take time to study. We study to go to school. We study to get a doctorate. We study to go and, learn a new trade, expand in business. But how many programs do we have that are just nutritional programs? It's just not enough nutritional programs. And how many people are even talking about, oh, I'm going to educate myself on nutrition? 90% of the people are not educating themselves on nutrition. I was a part of that 90%. But today I can say that I have really grown, and I'm still open to learning about food and what it does to the body. There was this one great book. It's called Medical Medium. And the program that I was in, this was a book that they suggested. It is super long. I think I got through like 90% of it or 80% of it. But there's still a lot to finish. I have it on audio and I have it on digital. But it's a very long book. But the program, I still went through the program, which covered what I needed to know. And it's phenomenal in what we're putting in our bodies and how much we don't even know. So I feel like changing your diet and educating yourself are some of the essential things that you need to do. For example, I've been doing celery juice. This book, oh my gosh, talks about celery juice. This was such a phenomenal piece of information, like celery juice and how I feel. Because, juicing, you think, oh, I'm going to do greens, I'm going to do kale, I'm going to do all of these things. Just to give you a snippet from the book, the main issues we have in our bodies stem from our liver. And so this book was teaching more about detoxifying your liver. And celery juice is one of the most detoxifying things that you could have. So I'm not going to go into all of it. I'm not going to say that I drink celery juice every day, because I don't. I'm not going to say that my diet is even perfect. But for the weight that I have lost, just seeing me before and how I look today, you can see the weight loss. You can see the transition. But changing my diet was definitely a part of it. I have fasted a lot as well. But in these days, I'm not fasting as much as I used to, because I had gotten extremely small, started to feel sick, And you can fast a lot, which is great, but then once you start to get sickly or looking sickly, then it's time to pivot and start to just focus on healthy foods. So yeah, I that's what I'm doing right now is I focus on healthy foods and it helps you to not only get the weight off but keep the weight off. Um, my grandmother used to always say, you never want to diet. You want to have a lifestyle change. So, you want to change what you do from here on into the end of your life in the body. Because if you just do a diet, it's not going to last and you're going to go right back to what got you into the weight gain initially. So it's more of figuring out what to do that's going to replace the things that you used to love so that you'll never go back to them. Once you replace a bad habit with a good habit that you enjoy, you're less likely to go back to the old habit. If chips and cookies were your weakness, then once you figure out something to replace that, if you have a cookie or a chip by chance, but you have something that's just as good, that's healthy for you, you'll probably make the healthy choice. What I also want to suggest is that when you do your change, you stick with it for 90 days. They have so many challenges out there, but they always suggest if you can do something for 90 days, it will become a habit. I know that some people say, oh, you can change a habit in 7 days, 21 days. No, really, you need to stick with whatever your change is for 90 days or longer. Because once you get into the 90 to the 1 year to the 2 year mark, then it's really, really ingrained in your mind that this is the new way. This is the new path. This is the way we live in now. We're not going back to the old path. And it is a way of life. It's not just a fad that's here today and gone tomorrow. So number 3 is to exercise consistently. That hour-long walk every day is a non-negotiable. And it's so imperative that you move your body. I feel like it's a stress reliever. It helps you lose weight. Cardio helps you lose weight. Cardio helps you get the weight down. But I feel like in order for you to sustain health and to be in a pattern and a habit of health, you have to exercise. And it doesn't have to be vigorous exercise unless you want to lose weight quickly. Now, if you want to lose weight quickly, extreme cardio will get you there fast. But constantly walking, that should be a daily habit that we don't deviate from. And, of course, there may be days that you miss. So anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week of walking, you're going to start to shed pounds. And changing your diet, changing what you eat, I feel like food is so powerful that I noticed when I changed my diet, I started to attract different things into my life. When I started to exercise more, I started to attract different things in my life. So I really feel like the transition and the change to losing weight and becoming a better person is a part of growth, and it can change everything around you. The 4th tip is to ban bad foods forever. Now, this one is pretty extreme, but it depends on the addiction or the habit that you have to certain foods. There are some things I feel like that I can just kind of nibble on and go back to. I feel like I can go cheesy. I can eat something like that. I can eat quite a bit of bread sometimes, but I still snap back. But what I don't negotiate on is sweets. Like, that's for me. Those are the bad foods I had to ban forever. No sweets. But I still eat bread. Like, I know, and I even eat certain foods that I know have sugar in them. Like, for example, I love croissants. A croissant is not necessarily a dessert, but if you read the label on a croissant, there is a little bit of sugar. A small amount of sugar. I think it's usually like 2% of sugar in it. But sometimes I like to eat those. And one while I was eating a lot of croissants. But I've scaled back from eating those just because I know it's still not good for me. So that's not a bad food that I feel like I have to ban. But the strawberry shortcake, I have to ban it. The buttercream icing on a cupcake, I have to ban it. foods like that should be banned. Like if there are things that you know that are extremely high in calorie, not healthy for you, and you know that if you get back on them, you look, if I'm eating this today, I'm probably going to eat it again the day after. If you're in the process of losing weight and you want to lose some weight, comment below and let me know if you're on your weight loss journey, and let me know exactly how many pounds you want to lose. Now, what I do want to give you guys is an assignment before I leave this video. Write down on a piece of paper or even put it in your phone your goal for how many pounds you want to lose, and put the date down that you want to lose them by. So the more you write things down and you set a date, the more it becomes real in your life. So it'd be best to write it down on a piece of paper, write it down on a napkin, place it on your bathroom mirror. By October of 2024, I will have lost 25 pounds. Or you can put it in present tense. I have lost 25 pounds. Today is October 25th, 2024. So things like that are motivation. And look at it every day. If you can look at it every night and every morning, that would be great. But the more you put it in front of you, the more your body and your mind says, okay, I'm going to find a way to accomplish this goal. That's just how it works. So again, comment below and let me know if you're on your weight loss journey and how many pounds you're going to lose. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed one.